What do you do when the one thing that keeps you alive is also the one thing you are most afraid of losing? What do you do when life places before you 3 doors, and only one leads to joy, while the other 2 lead to sorrow? And what do you do when the answer you are searching for comes from the mouth of a child? This is the story of Mr. Odo and his daughter Joy, in the quiet, mysterious village of Umuchukwu. Listen carefully, my friends, for this tale is long, winding, and filled with lessons that may just change the way you see family, love, and choices forever. In Umuchukwu, there lived a man named Mr. Odo. He was a simple man, not rich, not poor, just hardworking and content. But fate dealt him a heavy blow the night his wife, Ngozi, died while giving birth to their only child. Her last words before passing were, "Take care of this child, my husband. She is the light we waited for, name her Joy, for she will be your comfort in sorrow." And so, Joy became his world. Every morning, Mr. Odo strapped little Joy on his back, tying her carefully with a faded wrapper, while he went to his farm. He fed her with pap, sang to her when she cried, and carried her when she was too tired to walk. But as the years rolled by, the truth began to bite. Raising a child alone was no easy journey. His relatives only paid lip service. They would come to eat his yam porridge and drink his palm wine, but when he asked for help, they always had excuses. By the time Joy was 5, Mr. Odo was weary. He loved her dearly, but she was growing, demanding attention, food, clothes, and care. He couldn't leave her with his family. He had seen how they maltreated children, beating them for no reason, sending them on endless errands. One night, sitting under the moonlight, staring at Joy as she slept peacefully on a raffia mat, he whispered to himself, "Perhaps it is time to find a woman who will stand by me, a wife who will also be a mother to my Joy." And so, he made a decision that would change everything. Word spread across Umuchukwu that Mr. Odo was seeking a wife. Soon, 3 women stood out. Obianuju, beautiful, soft-spoken, with a smile that melted hearts. She always dressed in fine wrappers and adorned herself with beads. Chinwe, industrious, always seen grinding pepper, fetching water, or helping the elders. She had the reputation of being kind, though a little boastful. Amara, quiet, sharp-tongued, and not afraid to scold. People said she had a hard face, but behind her eyes was a woman who had seen much pain. Mr. Odo decided to do something unusual. He said, "Joy is my life. I will not marry a woman who cannot accept her. Let me bring these 3 women before my daughter. Let her innocent heart guide me." The village laughed at him. "What does a child know?" they mocked. But Mr. Odo stood firm. The day came. The 3 women were invited to Mr. Odo's compound. Joy, barely 8 years old, sat quietly, watching them. Obianuju rushed to her, hugged her tightly, and gave her sweets. Chinwe smiled, combed her hair gently, and praised her beauty. Amara, however, noticed Joy's untidy fingernails and said sharply, "Young girl, you should keep your nails clean. That's how sickness hides." Mr. Odo was embarrassed. How could Amara scold Joy in front of him? But what he didn't know was that Joy was testing them. Later that night, Joy whispered to her father, "Papa, marry Amara." He was shocked. "Amara? The one who scolded you? Why not Obianuju, who gave you sweets? Or Chinwe, who made you look beautiful?" But Joy shook her head. "Papa, the other women only wanted me to like them. Amara was honest. She corrected me like a mother would. If she can scold me in front of you, she will protect me when you are not here." Mr. Odo could not sleep that night. Out of the mouths of babes comes wisdom. Against everyone's expectation, Mr. Odo married Amara. People gossiped. "Why her? She is too harsh. Obianuju would have made a better wife. Chinwe is more hardworking." But Mr. Odo followed his daughter's voice. At first, things were not easy. Amara's sharp tongue often clashed with Mr. Odo's quiet nature. She was quick to point out flaws, quick to correct, quick to discipline. But beneath the surface, a quiet transformation was happening. Joy began to flourish. Amara bathed her before dawn, plaited her hair neatly, taught her how to sweep, fetch water, and cook simple meals. When Joy misbehaved, She corrected her firmly, but also hugged her afterward. Slowly, Mr. Odo realized his daughter's wisdom. Amara was not harsh, she was truthful. But peace never lasts long in Umuchukwu. Mr. Odo's relatives, who had expected to control him through marriage, were displeased. They spread rumors that Amara was a witch, that she had bewitched both father and daughter. That Joy was not really Odo's child, but a changeling. One uncle, Okafor, even tried to poison Amara's food, but Joy, clever and watchful, noticed the strange powder sprinkled into the soup pot. She shouted, and the truth was revealed. Okafor was disgraced, but he swore revenge. One evening, as the cock crowed and women returned from the stream, Amara revealed her past to Mr. Odo. She confessed, "Before I came here, I was once married. My husband abandoned me after I could not bear him children. For years, I was mocked as barren, useless, unwanted. That is why I am quick to correct, quick to protect. I know what it means to lose everything." Tears filled Mr. Odo's eyes. Now he understood why she had been so firm. Amara was not only a wife, she was a survivor. But life had one more twist. A great famine struck Umuchukwu. The yam barns dried up, rivers turned to trickles, and hunger visited every home. Mr. Odo fell sick from exhaustion. For weeks, he lay weak, unable to farm. Many women in the village abandoned their families to search for better lives in the town. Even Obianuju and Chine, the other women Mr. Odo had once considered, were gone, married off elsewhere. But Amara stayed. She sold her wrappers to buy food. She hawked palm oil in neighboring villages. She worked day and night, carrying baskets on her head, just to keep food on Joy's plate and herbs by her husband's side. The villagers who once mocked her now whispered, "Truly, Joy chose well. A child saw what grown eyes could not." Years passed. Joy grew into a fine young woman, educated and wise. She often said, "If not for Amara, I would never have known a mother's love." Mr. Odo, now older, blessed Amara in front of the whole village during Joy's wedding. He said, "It was not I who chose a wife, but my daughter. And her choice saved me from shame and loneliness. Let all men learn, sometimes the smallest eyes see the clearest truth." The crowd cheered. And even Mr. Okafor, the bitter uncle, hung his head in regret. Moral of the story: not everyone who smiles at you loves you. Some people give you sweets only to win your heart, but true love is shown in correction and sacrifice. Do not despise the wisdom of children. Sometimes, their innocent hearts see what adults, blinded by beauty or wealth, cannot see. And above all, the right partner is not the one who flatters you in public, but the one who stands beside you when life turns dark. Thanks for sticking around till now. We value and appreciate your support. Thank you. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.